Hey y'all, I'm Tyler. I know over the years my channel's kind of been all over the place. Finding gold has always been something that's been kind of fun to me. But the more I've gone out looking for gold, the more I've kind of learned along the way. You find the good spots in nature that mean a lot to you. You never always know why, but you go back to that one place and it always feels a little bit better. And there's a reason for it. The older I get and the more I learn. So I think my channel's going to take kind of a shift because I've learned more from when it started. So from finding gold to finding everything else in life, I figure I might as well show once you set your mind to something, as long as you keep your mind on it, you tend to find it. And I learned that from finding gold to finding water and everything else. So a lot of it comes down to using some good old-fashioned sticks. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And sometimes the best thing is the easiest way forward. So what we're looking at is gold with a silver band, sapphire, and turquoise in it. Custom piece means a lot to me. But here we go. Simplest point of working with rods. They generally say copper is better for finding water and grounding. Brass is going to be a bit more spiritual, but also more attuned to gold. I think it probably has something to do with the geologic process of how gold's formed, but I don't know. They say it works, and it tends to be people with a little more sensitivity, brass works better. Now, if you get people that work silver, silver is what I found to be the most sensitive, and it can lead you to some interesting plays. But anyway, the simplest way to do this stuff is just get busy, and yeah. So, bracelets on the ground. I know I'm looking for gold. Pretty much. Pick up your sticks. Can I see yes? We got a yes. Let them come back out. Can I see a no? They go wide. So if you think of your energetic connection with some ain't quite right, that's loose ends. We're looking for a solid connection. So if I walk ahead looking for gold, found it. Now, since we know that that's gold, we know that there's silver, there's sapphire, and there's turquoise in it. Can I find copper? No, because the mind isn't set to it, I'm not finding it. And also, if it's not there, they're just not going to cross either. And if they are, you might just be a little optimistic. Alright. Can I find silver? Alright, we'll go for a walk. Found silver. Let that go. Back to once again saying, can I find copper? Taking that walk. There ain't nothing there. So, we got a couple more options. Might as well run through the whole list. Can I find sapphire? Alright. Last one. Alright. Can I find turquoise? Now the easiest way to play with this is once you find what's known. If it's known, it's pretty obvious and you're learning the truth. When you have a solid yes connection, that would be a truth. There's a harmony to it. There's a binding force, something that locks in. It works for a lot of things, from sports, bike riding, everything else. When you're in the zone, when you're in your flow, you are fully in it, energetically, physically, mentally, spiritually. You are there. Go with it. Anyways, but there's also a creek behind me. So the other part of these old timers, they used to be what were called water witches. You need a good place to put in a well and look for water. No better way than trust yourself. And now we found water too. So from going through the list of looking for the known to find the unknown, if you have a certainty, if you have an inclination, if you can hold the mind to govern one thought, we're a little stronger than we think. So It leads to a lot of things in life. But from there, it brings me to another place. I started learning the better energy, like the better vibes. You get that good feel. It raises that heart. You get that goodness. There could be a lot of the plant life around you. And so with the Plantwave, it hooks up and it reads the bioelectrical signatures of life, and they put it to music. So I've got that hooked up right now to a dandelion, which is pretty cool. And I'm going to turn on the music for a moment.